Welcome to the Spooky Boys podcast. I'm Adam Black.
I am Sam Barreth.
And tonight on the podcast we have Savannah Gregg.
Hello.
Introduce yourself. Tell them a little bit about you.
Hi, I'm Savannah. I'm friends with Adam and Sam. I love everything horror movies. Halloween's my favorite holiday. Yeah.
Awesome.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Today we're doing kind of a first on the podcast because it's the first time the story is known to be fake. All the other stories were like, oh, is it true? Is it not true? This one is a fake story. It's a creepypasta. The name of it is
Silverfish.
And Nora, chili though, Nora Petrova. I honestly, I didn't
That sounds
know.
like a Harry Potter spell.
It does. I
Yeah.
think it's a name of a person. I don't know. I think it looks. I don't know. I did absolutely no research on this. I just know it's supposed to be really scary. It's in like the top 10 supposedly scariest creepypastas. So this is super
Perfect.
new to me, and I think super new to you guys. Because I mean, have you heard of this?
I have not.
Never.
Never.
Never heard of this.
Also, Sam
Silverfish.
was supposed to be reading tonight, but I will be reading instead.
Yes.
So, I'm not as good at reading, but Sam unfortunately can't tonight. So,
Sorry.
let's just get into it.
Yeah.
Bree, don't read this. I know you hate me, but we were best friends once, and I need you to read this. I think I'm in serious trouble, and there's nothing you can do, but I need you to understand this. I know we haven't talked since sectionals. It's been forever. But what happened to you wasn't my fault. At least, it wasn't entirely my fault. I know everyone thinks it was, but I would never do anything to hurt you. This is going to sound crazy, but I need to tell you this so that someone knows. It started when we were in 8th grade. It was the night before the Crystal Classic competition. I was at home, and I couldn't sleep because I was so nervous about competing. Well, I got on the computer, just sort of surfing the web and stuff, but I couldn't concentrate on anything. I was just sitting there, so I Googled myself. I
Like
never
one
should have
does.
done that, Bree. Right. You know, if you Google me, I come up. You know, I've Googled myself plenty of times, just so I can see myself. I never should have done that, Bree. At first, it was all the usual stuff that you find when you Google yourself. Then I found a link to a Wikipedia page about me. I thought our club or my dad made it or something. There wasn't much there, just some basic facts about skating, what city I lived in. But the thing that really got to me was it said that I won that year's Crystal Classic. I laughed, thought for sure someone just did it to encourage me. I confronted my dad about it, but he denied it. When I won the competition the next day, I was so happy. That was the first competition I had ever won, and it felt so good. Remember how hard I worked after that? That's when my parents hired Sergi to coach me. You know how much that must have costed? I think it must be cost.
Sergio sounds expensive.
Sergio,
does-
just the name sounds expensive.
That sounds like someone you'd see at a Gucci store. You're like,
Oh,
what?
yeah.
Sergio.
Like,
Me and Adam have been in a Gucci store.
Really?
Yeah, in Vans and jeans.
It's so boring. It is so boring.
Yeah.
They just they were wearing tuxedos. Like the cashiers were wearing tuxedos. Like I
just
felt
kinda
They
dirty
needed
looks.
to assert their
Yeah.
dominance.
I felt poor being in there.
Oh yeah, me too. I've been in one in Vegas.
That's probably even bougier than the one. After that, I would check my page before every competition, and it would always tell the result of how I placed. It said I would win the regionals at 15, and it all came true. After that, Sergio convinced my mom and dad that I had a real shot at the Olympics. That's when they pulled me from school. I skated every day, but I just wasn't progressing the way Sergio said I needed to if I wanted to shoot my shot at the championship.
Is he figure skating?
I think.
That makes sense with the name Sergio.
Yeah. Pulls it all together.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Okay, continue. I'm sorry. I just needed to clarify
Okay.
that.
No, thank you. I was working so hard and I was skating well, but Sergio said it wasn't good enough. When the sectionals came, all I could think about was winning. So I did something I shouldn't have. Everyone was saying that you were the favorite, and I felt like I had already lost the competition. So I made a Wikipedia account and tried to update my page to say that I was the winner. The thing is that after I tried to update the page, I checked it, and all it said was, Nora Petrova is a selfish little
Oh,
biatch. What?
Do not! I'm in the middle of a podcast. No, I'm acting like you guys are being so loud and my phone is picking it up. Noah.
Okay, no, we gotta
Sam?
get Sam minutes.
Is everything okay at home?
Noah just ate him.
I heard them in the hallway yelling, and then I heard my mom go, "No, we're supposed to get Sammy," and I ran over there.
Yeah, I was like, what's going on at Sam's?
Yeah, okay, I'm so sorry. Continue.
We left off at
Anyway,
the curse
so-
word.
Yeah, Wikipedia now says Nora Petrova is a selfish little biatch. Except it doesn't say biatch, it says something worse.
Oh.
Who was going to get what she deserves. I broke down. That's why I looked so awful the next day. I was in a daze. I remember watching your routine and seeing your blade snap, and the next thing I know, I was on the ground and my face was covered in blood from where the tip flew off and sliced my forehead. Not fun.
Jeez.
Deleted very quickly.
Yeah.
Oh my
Don't
God.
change your Wikipedia page. Then they told me it was my fault because I had your skates in my possession earlier. Bree, I honestly didn't do anything to your skates. I wanted to win, but I wouldn't do anything to hurt you. When they told me I was banned from any further competitions, everyone said that I got what I deserved. Nobody even asked for my side of the story. I guess you heard that Sergio dropped me after that. He said I ruined him. No one would talk to me. Poor Sergio.
Sergio sounds like a mean person.
He does, like the Abby Lee Miller of figure skating.
He is.
Yeah.
hmm I can
That
see
Maddie's
it now.
at the top of the pyramid.
Oh yeah, Maddie doesn't even exist in this universe yet. She is at the top of the pyramid.
She's still at the top of the pyramid, always.
Always. She never gets taken down.
Doesn't. Do you know what it's like to be ostracized by everyone? I couldn't even get ice time. And then the page got worse. Anytime I'd check it, it would say all these horrible things about me. I can't even tell you half of them. The language was so vile. I cried every time I read it, but I couldn't stop checking it. I knew I had to do something. So I made a complaint to Wikipedia. I even tried calling them, but no one there claimed to know anything about the page. I was home alone that night, and I decided to check to see if it had been taken down. The page was still there, only this time it said, Nora Petrova is a pathetic little orphan.
No need to go about that.
Wow.
She didn't really do anything that bad. I mean, she just tried to change her Wikipedia page. Her own Wikipedia page.
Her own.
Wait, okay,
And
I'm
now
sorry.
Wikipedia is getting revenge.
Her name is
The
actually
curse of
Nora
Wikipedia.
Petrova. That's like her name.
Yeah, that's her name, unless I'm reading it really wrong.
We're having another Bed Bath and Beyond moment.
Okay. I freaked. By the way, that was a callback to a different podcast episode, wasn't it? Okay, I
Yeah.
just got that. What?
You didn't realize that?
I mean, okay.
You just so then you
Let's
guys
just
so you
get-
have to admit that you laughed at an unfunny joke because you didn't understand it.
I didn't want to act like I didn't know what was going on. I freaked. I kept calling my parents to warn them, but every time I'd call, all I would hear was this horrible laughter on the other end. I must have called them 100 times until I couldn't take the sound of the laughing anymore. After the accident, the police gave me their phones, and there wasn't any record of the calls that night. Record. There wasn't any record of the card.
It made sense.
You
the
are
other-
really
we-
doing
we-
good there, Adam.
Thank you.
You're doing
I
amazing.
wasn't supposed to read tonight. Okay?
I'm sorry.
It all happened so fast. I was so devastated. Before that, I was so busy training all day and doing homeschool. I never realized just how alone I had been the whole time. I know you tried to reach out, but I was so depressed and angry I just shut everything out. Once I turned 18 and got the settlement money from the court, I came to Switzerland. I got to reinvent myself. My skating really took off. It hasn't been a year, and I feel like everything that happened was so long ago. That's why I shouldn't have done it, Bree. I'm writing you now from an old hotel outside of Prague. I'm auditioning for the ice circus. Prague? Is that how you say that?
I think that's what you meant.
Prage.
We're just gonna, yeah.
Writing from an old hotel outside of P. I'm auditioning for the ice circus tomorrow. I know it's the kind of thing we used to make fun of, but I really want this. I was feeling really nervous, and out of an old habit, I checked my page. It's so hard to say this, but when I checked this page to see if I got the job, all it says is, Nora Petriva died friendless and alone. And it has today's date listed as the date of my death. I'm sobbing so hard, I can barely type this, but I wanted you to know the truth. Please believe me, Bree. I attached a screenshot of the page so you'll believe me. It's all there just as I told you. I don't know what to do. I don't know anyone here and nobody speaks English. I keep refreshing the page. God, it's been forever. I keep refreshing it, but it still hasn't changed. I'm waiting for midnight. I don't know what to do. So I lock myself in my room. There's only a few minutes to midnight now. All I can do is refresh the page. I'm exhausted, but I can't stop. I'm afraid to leave the computer until I know what happens next. And that's how it ends.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense because it's supposed to be like she's emailing her friend or something. So obviously, if you got that email, you wouldn't know what happened.
The whole plot is a haunted Wikipedia page.
Yeah, pretty good, right?
Spooky.
Spookia.
I was really on the edge of my seat there, finding out what would happen to Petrova.
Oh, hey, you know what?
Man.
It really reminds me of those like movies where I think it's Unfriended, and the whole thing takes place over like this. Like this is the whole movie.
Yeah.
Like just how bad it really is.
Man really sticks his hand in a blender. I don't know if you've actually seen it. There's some
Actually.
It's pretty gory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
No.
Yeah. Cut that out for the love of God. For the love of God, cut that out.
Oh,
Please, cut that out. Please. Oh my God.
That was so just out of the blue, but you really thought.
Oh my God.
Yes.
So,
sorry, we had to cut that out.
So I don't know if you guys have ever seen Saw, any of the Saw movies.
All of them.
They're so gory.
The first one isn't like that bad, but then
No,
it just gets worse from there.
Yeah, no, the first one actually is a good plot. The rest are just
Yeah, the rest are just like watch this person's arm get torn off.
You want to see us snap each bone in this person's body with a machine?
No.
Yeah.
I actually did an escape room that it was themed Saw. Nobody got the limbs. Huh?
So of course I've seen Saw. Me and my cousin Mo see Saw. From The Office. I'm sorry. I had.
Oh! I get it. I know what scene you're talking about.
Yes,
Yeah.
Of course I've seen Saw.
No, but I've been
Saw all the time.
Yeah, I was in an escape room themed Saw, and it wasn't the best. It was fun, but like nobody was getting their limbs torn off. Yeah.
Did they have a little puppet riding a tricycle?
No.
I don't know if you can see this.
What's the whole
But my lights are having a bit of an issue right now.
Oh, it's Wikipedia!
Oh my God, it's the technology haunting me.
Petrova's there.
Yeah, there was
Bathsheba's gonna get you.
Yeah, one of the spirits that we upset is gonna get me.
Oh, one of
the
many.
many spirits that we upset.
Oh yeah. I just watched the podcast and I think, which spirit are they gonna upset today?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We kind of had to tone it back, like, because the guests on the podcast, they don't want to be haunted, I guess.
Oh, I don't care. Haunt me all you want. That sounds really.
Wow.
No.
Bathsheba.
Are you hearing
will
this?
Haunt our friend Savannah.
Hey, girl.
Savannah Gregg.
So I've actually never had a supernatural experience. Actually, that's a lie. I did an Ouija board with my friend once. A Ouija board.
Did it move?
Yes, it did. But it was really boring. No, it was really boring though. We got like this one ghost that just wanted to talk about life.
Oh.
I know.
Okay, Grandpa.
Okay, Boomer. Like, I wanted to talk about like the cool stuff, like how'd you die? Or actually,
it's still what? Hold on. It's still a ghost talking to you. How does that get boring?
Yeah. Okay. It was
like imagine you're like imagine talking to a ghost and be like, "How did you die?" And they're just like, "Heart attack." And you're just like, "Wow."
A-R-E. I did a Ouija board once, but I'm pretty sure the person, one of the people holding it, like, was moving it. So I'm gonna count it.
No.
Imagine like multiple people trying to do it, and it's just like really frustrating. Like,
no, Janet, I want to move the freaking thing.
I want to be the one to move it. Yeah, that was probably my friends. I want to be the one to scare Adam.
Yeah, no.
Speaking of, have you seen the movie Ouija?
No.
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 Are you talking about Mario Bros. With Mario and Luigi?
He said not that.
Ouija.
Not Luigi.
Okay. Gotcha.
Sam,
I swear
I'm not editing that one
actual
out.
Joke. I swear to you, that was an actual joke that was just ruined.
It just wasn't funny.
It just wasn't
what
funny.
kind of joke that was, Sam. You know.
I know what kind of joke that was. That's my second one today.
Savannah, you might know it.
I think I'm catching on.
I think you are.
That was my second one today.
I can't tell you what kind of joke that was, unless you're watching and you know me and you know us, you might understand that. But if you're just kind of like a stranger watching from the outside, you have no idea.
Yeah.
But I'm going to clarify it in the chat box.
What if it's Joseph?
We're cutting this out, right? Because it just popped up on my screen.
I don't know if it. I mean, we might cut this out. I don't know. What is this podcast?
If we're cutting this out, something like popped up on my screen for a little bit, and I tried to click away. It was when Sam was talking about a heart attack. I just wanted to let you know. I clicked away really fast, but it was like Viper. I think I might have a virus.
I don't know if that actually gets recorded because, like, I know like our names right here, they don't get recorded.
Oh, really?
So it might only do like their faces. But let's get back to the podcast. Wow,
Yeah.
This is fun. Sorry, we got sidetracked, audience, talking about
yeah.
But I guess I have to ask you, Savannah, do you believe in ghosts?
100%.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I was expecting that.
Well, every guest has said that so far.
I definitely do. I don't know why people wouldn't. I mean, I could see why. But I choose to believe it just because I want to believe it. I want to believe that ghosts are a thing and I want to have a spooky experience. Like, I haven't really yet. I want to. Like,
I would say being on the Spooky Boys is a pretty spooky experience.
Oh, yeah. Spookiest
Talk
experience.
about haunted Wikipedia.
Stop. We're not doing this. It's terrible.
Then also, Savannah, a question we ask every guest. What's your favorite scary movie?
Ooh. Honestly, it probably has to be the first ever scary movie I ever watched. It was in 7th grade. I watched You're Next, which I don't know if you guys have seen that because it's kind of old, But
I
it's
think
about-
I've seen it. I know.
remember hearing about it. Like I
Yes.
might have watched it when it came
Yeah.
out. But it's not very memorable.
Yes, it's an older movie, and it's about just a bunch of serial killers with animal masks that like attack this family reunion.
Yes.
And
But you watched your first scary movie in 7th grade?
my
Did I
mom
hear that correctly?
hates scary movies, so I never really watched them until 7th grade when I had a sleepover with my friend, and I watched that one, which
That
was a
good.
great one.
So then, have you not seen like the older scary movies, like like The Exorcist or The Shining?
Oh, I've seen The Exorcist. I've seen The Shining.
Oh, I'm so proud. That I was so
Yes.
scared you were gonna be like, no,
Yeah. Good.
No,
no, but I'm a horror fan.
no, I
It's like being,
I
I love Harry Potter, but I've only seen one of the movies and read no books.
yeah. But
No, that's
I
good.
when it comes to horror movies, I prefer more of the serial killer route more than the like paranormal.
Hmm.
Like
Right. Well, to me, it's kind of scarier because like that's 100% real. Ghosts.
Yes.
Like, well, maybe it's just not real, but these serial killers actually did this stuff. This is fact.
exactly. Like when I watched the Ted Bundy documentary on Netflix,
Mhm.
and for a split second, they really had me thinking Ted Bundy didn't do it.
Are you talking about the one with Zac Efron?
Yes.
Yeah, that was me
yes.
too. I was like, I know he did it, but like
Did
I'm
he
really
do it?
sympathizing.
But like,
I was-
then at one point, I felt myself like rooting for him. Like, yeah, break out of jail.
Yeah.
It's really
And then-
weird.
And then there was that one scene in the visiting
think-
room
We don't have to talk about that scene. We
that
don't have to
really
talk about
caught me off guard.
That scene is not family friendly. We do not.
The whole movie's not family friendly.
Yeah.
Did you expect it to be a family-friendly film?
About a serial killer who kills women, seduces them, and just.
Ah, yes.
Oh, yes, in the simplest.
We can't talk about Ted Bundy on the podcast anymore because Savannah already covered it just now. The whole
Thank
story.
you, Savannah.
Every
All right,
detail of the
there's
story.
2 episodes in one. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, our story was pretty short, just about Petrova getting haunted by Wikipedia.
You know what? Did she deserve it? Kind of.
Oh, she was just trying to ice skate, man. She was just trying to live life and ice skate.
I bet you it's Sergio.
Oh.
I bet you it's Sergio.
Oh, wait, okay. Is Petrova a dude?
No, it's a girl.
It's a girl? Okay, because I don't know if it ever mentioned it. It's a female. I wonder if Sergio was trying to put the moves on
Oh,
her.
yeah, I think.
So he was like,
Sergio's old and she's young.
that's a whole case right there.
Yeah, that's a whole, whole case. Isn't that right? Yeah, it's a whole different story for that.
Yeah.
Yes, perfect. No, I mean, I can't. I really googled like the scariest creepypastas, and that was on like every list. And I was like, ooh, we're gonna read this and be scared.
Mhm.
And then it was like Wikipedia. Watch out, children, or Wikipedia's gonna get you.
The scariest part of that whole story was just how fast it went from me getting hit in the head with the tip of my skate.
Yeah, just like I was watching you skate, then I was bloody. Skate in my head.
Smacked into the floor.
Wait, what's that movie? That reminds me. What's that movie with Owen Wilson and Will
Thinking
Ferrell?
wedding.
Or is it Ben Stiller? I think it's Owen Wilson.
Wait. Zoolander, the model one.
No, it's about they're like ice skaters.
Oh
And
wait.
they have
Are you thinking of the one with Will Ferrell?
Yeah, and like they have to
Blades of
perfect
Glory.
this move. And there's like a scene where they're watching these people do the move, and then she she spins, but like her
Her
ice
head
skate it just
Yeah.
cleans off. Just
This
right
is a
off.
comedy movie too. I want to see
Yeah.
a horror movie we're talking
No,
about.
it's a funny movie.
Oh,
It's really
It has
good.
Pam. It has Jenna Fisher in it.
really?
Does it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Top tier comedy.
Oh yeah.
Heads getting
Decapitation.
That
Speaking
scene
of
is really
comedy
funny.
and Halloween,
I
Adam
don't know
Sandler
about-
had a new Halloween movie come out.
I watched that yesterday.
I watched it too yesterday.
Wait, what?
Have you not seen
the Adam
Hubie
Sandler.
Halloween?
Yeah, have you not seen Hubie Halloween?
No.
Actually, Sam, I was just telling you about it today.
You were asking. Yeah.
I was just telling Sam about it, and he was like, "No, I haven't heard of it." And then I was trying to explain it to him, and he was like, "Oh, so like grown-ups, for like Halloween."
Yeah,
It was
with
good.
the-
I did enjoy it. Did you enjoy
Yeah.
it?
it's just it's basically that with a bunch of Disney Channel stars.
Yeah, yeah.
Like there was that one
I thought it was good.
scene. There was just a bunch, like that high school party scene. There was just a bunch of Disney
Oh,
Channel
yeah.
stars. I was like,
Yeah.
wait.
Honestly, I feel like I have to be in. Like, I feel like I don't know why, but I feel like I can only watch Adam Sandler movies on like Saturday like mornings.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Saturday nights, and I was like, Sam, do I have something for you to do tonight?
No, Sam has a bedtime.
I do. Sometimes.
Wait, actually,
You do?
Just kind of. Well, at my grandma's, I do.
you have a bedtime.
At my grandma's, I have a bedtime.
Grandma Kathy, she's very strict.
She is.
You are in bed at a certain time if you're in her house. Actually, yeah. So it is time to wrap things up and kill this podcast.
Yeah.
Savannah, I'm sorry that story wasn't scarier. But
It's
overall,
fine. It was great.
It was
yeah,
great.
We still had a good time. You know,
We
It was
did.
spooky, not scary.
Spookipedia.
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 Should I title this episode Spookipedia?
Yes, do it.
I think I will.
All right.
All right, Savannah, is there anything you want to say before we kill this podcast?
I had a great time, and hopefully I'll be able to come back.
Savannah, thank you for being on. Sam, as always, thank you for co-hosting with me. Thanks
Absolutely.
for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video.
Stay spooky.
No, Sam, too late.